Yo, what's going on YouTube? Zach with IT Career Questions. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different because I wasn't able to get the video recorded today that I wanted to. So I thought I would do a live stream of what's happening in tech this week. It's a new series that we're doing. I hope you guys have enjoyed what we've done so far. I really enjoy it because it gives me an opportunity to talk about some other things that may be interesting to you, to the IT world, and it somehow relates to some of the things you might find here, but I don't want to do it like a completely dedicated video to some of this stuff. So that's what this series is kind of all about. What's going on, everybody in the chat? I need to move a window over here so I can see the chat. I don't know where it went. That's all right. No problem. So anyway, we're going to talk about what's happening this week, and then we'll go into a little bit of an AMA. So the first thing is today was my first day back consulting, and I did a video on this actually where I said, hey guys, I'm going back to work. I'm quitting YouTube. I don't know if you saw that, but it's pretty funny. I'm definitely not quitting YouTube. But I am going back to a job that I'd worked at before where I will be doing their mobile device management. And I'm really excited about that because this gives me an opportunity to kind of stay engaged in the IT world. I quit my job, let's see, 8 months ago now to do YouTube full time, and things have been going great. And the only thing that is that's different about it is that I don't get to interact with people every single day. So for about 10 hours a week, I'm going to be helping them with their MDM. And we're going to be using AirWatch, which I'm excited about because I'm very familiar with AirWatch. I actually do enjoy AirWatch. So, yeah, 10 hours a week, and I could do it remotely if I want to, which is a lot of fun. But I also get to work with something that I enjoy. So, lots of things at play there. Plus, it gives me stuff to talk about, like I'm talking to you guys about right now, going back to work. Just fun stuff, I like to keep myself busy, and sometimes I keep myself way too busy, and this is just part of it because I like learning new things. I like doing things that I don't normally get to do, like with YouTube. So I'll enjoy it. The next thing is where we're going to talk a little bit about security stuff. So here's where we talk about things that are happening right now, which this is something that I thought is interesting, and that was that British Airways was hacked. So they say like over 350,000 payment cards were compromised. So that's a pretty big deal, right? I mean, 300 something thousand people is a lot of people, and that's a lot of credit cards. I mean, that's a lot. That's millions of dollars potentially, probably more than likely. So that's scary. But I bring this up because yes, it's a hack. It's security related. But what does that mean to you? Well, that means to you that you should see security as something that is just going to keep growing and growing because of things that happen like this and that are made public, such as this. The more they make things public like this, in the security world where things are getting compromised, hacked, um, anything of that nature, and is being made public, that is concerning, number one. But number two, that means that more companies are going to start seeing security as something that is going to be needed more and more. There are a ton of organizations out there that do not have a specific security person as part of their staff. Many organizations run that way. And as time has been going on, especially the last probably 5 years, especially, I feel like security has really becoming this hot thing that everybody needs. So I'm not trying to tell you, hey, make sure you go into security because that's the only thing that's great and amazing about IT, because that's not true. There are tons of amazing things about IT, and I enjoy plenty of them, right? I enjoy doing sysadmin work and networking and security things. I enjoy, building images for computers. Like, that's one thing I enjoy probably not as much as Active Directory and group policy, because those two things for me, I really just enjoy doing. I really enjoy structuring things and being able to limit things. It's always kind of fun. But anyway, the point of this is keep security on your mind. There is so many different roles in security that you could go into, and if you have a background in networking, sysadmin work, whatever, you could. It's a field that has many possibilities, and we're going to be doing more videos on security roles. So we'll cover each security role, what they do, and how you can potentially get into that role one day. And we have a few interviews lined up with some professionals who are in different security roles, so they could talk to you guys about it a little bit too. So I'm really excited about that. This Saturday, I'm doing an interview with a Dr. Manson. I met him down at Black Hat, and he is a professor. I can't remember the name of the school right now. It's terrible. Going off of memory right now. I could look it up. Professor of Computer Information Systems at Cal Poly. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So he's in Vegas. Really smart guy. I'm going to do an interview on his channel where he talks about more security things and gamified security. He's a big advocate of that. See, that's this. Wait, Saturday? I think I might have said Friday, but it's this Saturday. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be fun. But anyway, keep security on your mind. That's kind of what this was about, right? Amazon. Oh, this one was fun. This one, when I read it today, I got really excited about it because Amazon is bringing out more IoT devices. And I always joke about this because it's really funny to me. It's amusing now how many different devices are becoming smart devices. So, they're talking about doing a microwave. Yeah, smart microwave, Alexa. So throw your food in and say, Alexa, cook that for 2 minutes on high. And then your microwave's going to go. I mean, yeah, that's kind of cool and all, right? Definitely sounds really cool. But that's just another device out there on the internet. And right now, IoT is becoming just huge. And Alexa is definitely helping with that, along with Google and different, thermostat makers and things like that. But it's something to pay attention to, something to keep on your mind. It's something that you may want to look into. The cool thing about IoT devices really pretty much all of them, majority of them, are run on Linux. So that just brings me back to what I've been, doing lately is learning Linux. I strongly encourage you guys, if you are interested in IT really at all nowadays, with the way that Linux seems to be growing like crazy, look into just the basics of it. You don't have to look into the advanced, sysadmin type of duties that, a Linux administrator, would do. But just knowing those fundamentals and those basics, that's definitely something good to know, for sure. I mean, I won't get into the details on that because I have a few videos coming up in a few weeks that we'll go over some of the different Linux stuff again. And then we're actually doing some pen testing. And we'll also get into Project Ares. So have a couple different things planned out for security. I'm really excited to be doing the pen testing coverage for the pen testing video. So, excuse me. Definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, point of this segment right here was IoT, huge. Linux, huge. Learn it. That's it. All right, so yeah, this one I really actually laughed at. I mean, I don't think I laughed out loud, but it was probably pretty close because read an article that said Microsoft was kind of forcing you, essentially, to use Edge. So if you would go to what it was like Google Chrome or Firefox to download the browser, it would say, why go with a different browser when you can go with Edge, the safest browser in the world, or some crap like that. I'm not trying to go verbatim here right now, but that was kind of the premise of the article. I don't think I had a link to that one in the description, but I can get one. But anyway, in one of the updates, and this was kind of like in their testing phase with Microsoft, in one of their Windows updates, that was part of the update. That part of the update was that they were going to send this message out. So every time you open up Edge, like after a new install Windows or whatever, and you go to google.com/Chrome, it would kind of say to you, hey, why are you trying to switch browsers when like Edge is the best? You should use Edge, blah, blah, blah. It was a really BS article, and it was really kind of funny to hear that Microsoft would try to do something like that. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I cannot stand Microsoft browsers, and I unfortunately had to deal with them today when I went back working, and of course something did not work in Internet Explorer. So, whatever. Microsoft browsers. It's just it's the way it is. So anyway, they backed out of that. They are not going to officially push that out into an update. So that's the news there. And that kind of ends out what I wanted to talk about. This is just kind of off the cuff. I want to make these live streams as interactive as possible, but I also want to kind of give information that I think is relevant and that may engage us in further conversation. So now I'm going to hit up the live chat now I'm going to hit up the live chat. Sorry. It's been a long day. So if you guys have questions, I would strongly suggest you start asking right now so that way I can kind of stay up to date on what you guys got. Let's go to that one. There we go. But hello everybody in the chat. How are you guys doing? I hear Pop Pie is going to get hacked. Would it even be worth it taking the CompTIA Linux cert? Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's definitely a great certification to show that you know the fundamentals. Shadow Tat, what's going on, Shadow Tat? Hey, Shadow Tat, did you get the stuff that I sent you? What's up? What's going on, Binary Number? Good to see you here. You're my favorite Russian friend. So you're going to update me on each live stream with your CCNA RNS journey. That you say it's very intense, lots of labs. Yeah, it's pretty intense, but I think you got it. You should have no issues with it. What are you using to study? Like what books or like YouTubers or different YouTube videos are you watching and things like that to study from? Toby56, you have a job interview tomorrow for a service desk position, and you just watched my interview tips video, which was very helpful. I'm glad that my that video was helpful, and I wish you the best of luck, for sure. Is this your first IT job, Toby, or are you transferring? What's the deal? John's Tech Channel, you want to do computer hardware engineering. Is it worth it? I mean, if it's something you want to do, go ahead and try it. You know, the things that you'd learn along the way of going down that path will help you in one way or another. You know, you may not become a hardware engineer, but you may end up in something just as good and just as fun, or just as interesting. Awesome, Shadow Tat. I'm glad you got that stuff. Do you need a home lab to pass the CCNA RNS exam? No, you don't necessarily need a home lab, but you will need to find virtual labs, if anything. Something with like the CCNA, and it's just like the MCSAs and things like that, or even like a lot of the CompTIA certifications. If you can either build a home lab around that topic you're studying, or have virtual labs available to you that you can utilize. Sorry, I lost train of thought. There was something that popped up here. But yeah, if you can have those tools to your disposal as you're learning, they're greatly going to help you. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that you will find that will encourage you to build a home lab, and you could build a home lab for, you know, a couple $100, sometimes even less, You know, sometimes you can reach out to different organizations and things like that and see if you can get any of their old networking equipment. It's possible. I have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 switches that I got from my old jobs because they were just gonna, throw them away, recycle them, and they let me have them. We wiped them before I took them, of course, and now they're mine. You know, some of the ports don't work on a lot of them, but that's all right. I mean, I can at least set it up and build my home lab. But definitely try to build a home lab if you can. Shadow Tat, you were taking your 7698 this Saturday. So much information on the test and complex. I'm sure you'll do fine. What are you using to study from, Shadow Tat? All right, binary number, you're using Cisco, Netacad.com, and Wendell Odom book, and the CBT Nuggets YouTube. Sweet. What out of those do you find the most useful, binary? Sorry, I was sick last time I did this, and now I'm sick again. There's lots of sickness going around. So I can't stop coughing, and I sound like crap. So I apologize about that. Scullins, hello first of all, and you're getting an operations management information systems degree from Northern Illinois University with an emphasis in information technology management. Oh my goodness, you gave me a mouthful there, bro. What careers can I go into that make the most money? Dude, there are a ton of careers that you can get into. Where you're going to start is going to be a different story. But I strongly suggest, and soon I will have more videos that talk about this, the different careers. It's going to be a long series because we're covering tons of different, careers, roles, and things like that. But it would take me a long time to kind of go over everything with you here. Oh, you're a sophomore in college still, so you have a couple years to really kind of guide your path. But you need to find something that you're going to be interested in. You know, it's great that you're interested in information technology, but what part about it really interests you? You know, where can you find that part of the IT world that you're like, okay, like I actually enjoy this. I want to keep doing this. I want to learn more. That's what you got to do. And then from there, it's a little bit easier to help define your career path or figure out, what's going to work best for you. But don't base your entire thought process on your career and thinking you're going to do it all for the money, because I guarantee you, you will not have a great time. Shadow Tat, you built a server, so that's what's up, man. What kind of would you put on there? Server 2016? What is that the 798? Or there's that server 2012. I just did a video on it. I can't remember what the exam number was. Any site where you can get those router and switch to set up by my home lab. There are a ton of sites out there, that offer refurbished equipment. Let's see, refurbished Cisco switches. Okay, Newegg has refurbished switches. Let's see, refurbished Cisco Catalyst 3750. Let's see, I think I can do. Oh, yeah, there we go. So here's mainly some, pretty basic switches and stuff. But here you go. Nice big 48 port switch. But yeah, you have a lot of options here. Here's a 3560. Here's a 3750. Wow. That's cheap. Why are these so cheap? I feel like that's like ridiculously cheap. That's crazy. I want to know why. I might have to look into that more because that's like crazy cheap. It must be pretty old. But anyway, you have a lot of options out there on the internet to purchase cheap used equipment, and there you go. Newegg is one of them. Let's go back to, there we go. So yeah, check that out. Let's see, buying your no, I cannot talk tonight. If you want to come into IT because of money, I am sorry. True story, bro. True story. Shadowtat, you're using Skillsoft, your lab, and a book from Microsoft. Awesome. What do you think is helping you the most out of those? I missed a question here. I'm sorry. See, Phase114 asks, is it easy to transition from field service technician to IT? I don't know about easy necessarily. I don't think anything is easy when it comes to this stuff. I mean, like, some stuff is super easy, but as far as that, it depends. You know, how much experience do you have doing what you have been doing, and do you have any certifications, anything like that? So Scullins, with the degree path that you're going down and having management experience, you could be able to get a management position in an organization. It'd have to probably be a much larger organization, but it's possible that you can end up managing an IT team. 1990 King. You love technology and computers. Me too. I enjoy them. Are there any sites that provide great labs for free? I do not know of any websites out there that provide free labs. But if you find one, come back and let me know, because I'd love to hear about it. Installing configuration of Windows 10 is the 7698. Okay. Well, I guess I was wrong. That's okay. Let's see. Your response to Scullins is hilarious. IT is more money than many jobs available to most college students. That's probably true. Oh, Shadowtat, you're like all sorted out, man. Oh, sorry, that's your virtual servers. Sorry, I'm trying to read here. Toby56, this is your second IT job interview. You previously worked in IT back in 2012 doing help desk and SQL administration. You're trying to get back into IT and recently got your A+ and Network Plus certs. Well, congratulations and definitely good luck to you. I hope you get the job, man. The lab and Skillsoft. That's what helped you the most. Definitely the labs, man. If there's any time that I can ever lab something, I think I'm going to learn it much better than like reading a book. I cannot read a book. You know, I can't always just watch videos and learn from them. Sometimes I need to watch videos and lab at that same time. You know, but it definitely helps when you can lab. And you definitely have to lab every day. Hashtag lab every day. That's what's up. If Duan Lightfoot was here, he would tell you to lab every day. But since I've been learning Linux, you know, I built a laptop that is all Linux, which that was really exciting. I was super pumped up about that. I think I could probably run that. Let's see. I set up a couple VMs with Linux. That stuff is exciting, for me at least. Let me see. I'm trying to hook up this Linux box and see if this will work. No, no. No signal. Alright, I'm gonna see if this will work. It might. There we go. Sweet. So this is just a Kali Linux laptop that I set up, I don't know, about a week ago or so. There we go. Look at that. I was looking up some tutorials. So the other day, I'm actually like putting together some content for Linux. Like I was building out some different files so that we can, you know, learn how to scan files for text and things like that. But this is actually legit. Like this was actually fun to do, is setting up Kali Linux on here, because I found that site Hack the Box, which I talked about in another video. So I set this laptop up specifically to be able to do their virtual labs. And I mean, that's kind of free. It is free. But you have to know what you're doing. There's a lot of stuff involved there, but there are a lot of tutorials out there that show you what to do. I would definitely look up a couple of the different videos from Hack the Box, or people who have done videos about Hack the Box, because that stuff is crazy. But yeah, that's what I built this laptop for. And yeah, I don't know what I was doing here. Why was I think I was following some video. I was definitely following a tutorial. Oh yeah, and Google Chrome wouldn't install on here for some reason. It was driving me nuts. But anyway. I'm not paying attention to the chat. Shah, sure you like me. I like you too. Is it tough to become a highly paid IT manager? Like, does it take 10 plus years? You're watching your help desk videos, and I'm assuming I'll start there. It's not necessarily tough, but you'd have to definitely find an organization that is looking for somebody with your skill set and your, you know, experience, and with your degrees especially is what I'm really getting at. You can make different things happen, different moves happen based on your experience. So you could start out at help desk, and maybe you would, maybe you don't. Who knows, right? So would A+ certification be the best way to start out in IT? It depends on, you know, what you're looking to do necessarily, but the A+ is definitely a great certification to start out regardless. Benny Franchise, you are in your 30s. Do you think you can catch up to getting in IT now? My info is always great. Thank you. Well, you are welcome. But yes, definitely. You can definitely get into IT in your 30s, in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. If you have that passion for it, you want to learn it, and you have a skill set to show, you can do it. So yeah, don't let your age hold you back at all. See, Shadowtat, you have MTA server, security, mobility, and Linux 150 and A+. Those are your current certs. Man, you got a lot of certs, dude. That's awesome. What's the best paid site for labs? Sorry for so many questions. Love my videos. So if you want just labs, Practice Labs, I will put a link in the chat for those guys because I really like them. Practice Labs is legit. PracticeLabs.com. They're a company based out of the UK. They offer like Practice Labs, virtual labs, essentially the best I've ever seen. So definitely check out Practice Labs. You know, otherwise, IT Pro TV, they provide some different Practice Labs, virtual labs. Linux Academy, they also provide servers there as well. Skillsoft, I believe, has some virtual labs over there. I know Pluralsight does. There's a lot out there, you know. Those are all the ones that I would recommend. Those are all ones that, you know, I've used at some point, except Skillsoft. I haven't used theirs if they have them. I always watch their videos and follow along on my own. I'd have to look into that more. Too heavy to DJ. Got a job at IBM last week, and you passed your Security Plus today. Life is good. That's awesome. Congratulations to you, for sure. That is so cool. I have some news here, too, about a crazy freaking day. Oh, man, I'm dying over here. So today we put our house on the market. Our house was officially, put out, listed and everything like that, so somebody can come buy it. And today, again, yeah, first day, it was out on the internet in the market for like 2 hours. And they had scheduled a showing for our house at like 4:30 today. And by 8:30 tonight, those people had put in an offer on our house, and we accepted it. So within a matter of 6 hours or something, our house sold, which was freaking crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't believe it sold that quick. So now we have to find a house. We didn't think it would take that long. We thought we would have some time. Now we have less time than we thought. So that's really exciting. And then I also, on Facebook, announced to all of my friends and family that we have another baby on the way. Some of you who maybe were in the live chat that I did a couple weeks ago or something would have heard that news then. I told YouTube before I told my personal friends and family, and none of my personal friends or family found out because none of them watch my YouTube channel, which I don't blame them. I'm not going to give anybody a hard time for that. It's not their thing. It's totally cool. So yeah, another baby on the way. That'll be 4 kids total. We're moving, and yeah, it's crazy. Life's crazy. Today was just an absolutely crazy day. It was very hectic. I'm still trying to go through these comments here. Never stop learning, for sure. How to install HTML compiler in Windows laptop. What is a lap? Oh man, so many good questions right now. Okay, hang on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're staying in the same area. We have to find a bigger house because kids and stuff. We also got a puppy too. That was not something that I wanted, but the oldest daughter was like, "I want a puppy," and the wife was like, "Yeah, I want a puppy too." And I'm like, "We don't need a puppy. We're trying to move. Like, let's not get a puppy." But I was outvoted because besides me and the IT baby, we're the only 2 guys in the house versus 3 girls. So I'm kind of screwed. So we got a puppy. The puppy's really cute though, and I guess I don't have to worry about, selling the house and worrying, the puppy's gonna pee all over and stuff. So we're all good on that wagon or whatever, that train. No new job. YouTube is my job. Yeah, lots of crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing around. That's for sure. I am a crazy guy. Anyway, Scullins, a lab is, excuse me, what we in the IT world consider your own little home computer environment. If you're looking to get into networking, you would have a couple different switches. I have a couple switches over here. Let's see if I won't be able to get one. Maybe I will. No, I can't. I can't reach it. We'll get it. This one actually says a bad switch on it, but there's only probably 4 ports that work on this. But that's okay, you know. 48 port 3750. At least I have a couple ports that work on it. So you set up your home lab, you know, use a switch, get a router, get a couple different computers if you can, and you start networking. You start learning how to configure ports, how to configure a VLAN, those type of things. You do that all in your home environment. You do that, right here. I could do that right here. I could set this up right here. You could build your own server, and you could learn about virtualization and the cloud and different things like that. You could virtualize so many different operating systems. It's ridiculous. So you can look into that. That could be your home lab. If you're looking to learn Linux, you can do what I did. I took an old laptop that I had and I put Kali Linux on it. Or you can virtualize any distribution of Linux. You can virtualize any Windows operating system. That's fun stuff to do. I enjoy doing that stuff. I know that there's a lot of other people that do as well. Joe asked if I had any tips for preparing for a certification. I have a ton of videos on that. I definitely would suggest you take the time, if you're really interested in an answer to that question, and look at those videos, because those videos will answer you a lot better than I can right now. I mean, I couldn't do it. I could not do myself justice. But no, seriously, go check those out. How much studying do I think is enough to get the A+? That is a great question. And the reason why that is a great question is because I have no idea how you learn. I have no idea how long it takes you to grasp or understand a technology. So that's all on you. All on you. If you studied 2 hours every day, I would say go take the A+ in a month. But you would literally have to study 2 hours every day. Is that enough? What's the math on that? I'm terrible at math. I don't even want to think about it right now. That's how bad I am. Sorry, I don't want to think about it. I'm trying to think about it. That's a lot. But anyway, yeah, if you study a lot, you should be able to take it, rather quickly. But again, just depends on how much you are able to retain information. You could study 2 hours every day, and when a month comes up, still might not be ready for it. You still might not be prepared. It might take you 60 days. It might take you 90 days of studying every single day. 1 week from now, the puppy will be making appearances on the channel. If my daughter was not sleeping with that puppy right now, the puppy would be out here with me, for sure. That dog loves me. I did not want the dog, but that dog loves me. I'm cool with it. I'll live. Yeah, four girls, 2 boys is definitely not fair. I don't know what the new baby's going to be yet. I'm interested to find that out. I'm hoping for a boy, but as long as the baby is healthy, I will be very happy. Getting ready to buy a new Cisco switch, and I just lost my place here. It's like part of your school will be the CCNA. Awesome. You want your dream job at Microsoft, so what entry-level certification can you do? Well, I'm sure it could be possible to get an entry-level certification and get a job at Microsoft, considering they dropped their requirement on... No, Microsoft didn't. Google did. Google did. My bad. Yeah, it's going to be hard until Microsoft drops that too. Until that happens, it'd probably be really, really hard to get a job at Microsoft with just like an A+. Could it happen? I'm sure it could happen. But real talk is highly unlikely. But it could happen. Thank you, Steve-O. 56 hours in 4 weeks, 7 days a week. So 56 hours. And then Shadow says, yeah, 150 to 200 hours for sure if you don't know a lot. I'm interested in kind of going over the A plus stuff myself. I really want to get a good feel of what's on that certification, that test, that exam. So I think I'm going to start looking into that a little bit more when I have the time, because right now I definitely don't have the time. Trying to learn Linux, I want to get through that. Definitely want to get through that course. I'm like 60-something% done with the course that I've been taking on Linux Academy, and I want to keep that going. So tomorrow I'm actually planning out that I'll be labbing with Linux and Linux Academy for about like 5 hours tomorrow. I'm literally setting aside 5 hours of my day to try to get through as much of the Linux Academy course that I have left. And, you know, I think the course is really only supposed to be like 9 hours or 6 hours or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's more than that. I can't remember. But I've really been taking my time and going back over things. Like, I've watched, I think, the same 3 episodes or same, you know, parts of the series, like, you know, 3 or 4 times. I'm not, like, I'm stuck on it, but I'm not stuck on it. I'm just trying to get a better grasp of it. So, like, every time I, like, rewatch these videos, I start researching different things that are related to it. So, one of the last videos was talking about, like, zipping up files and stuff with, like, tar, which is much like, you know, .rar files, but it's a .tar file. Or is it, you know, like zip file .zip. So that was fun. So I started learning different things about that, and, you know, how you can extract things and zip things up. And I just got carried away and started looking up other stuff, and it, you know, took me down a wormhole on YouTube, and, you know, who knows what happened after that. That's when I think I found Hack the Box the other day, or the other week. But anyway, please do A+ videos. If you want A+ videos, just go check out Professor Messer, because that dude, he's got it down. He has got the CompTIA certifications down pat. There's, I would love to do A+ videos, but I don't know. It'd be hard to do it justice like Mr. Professor Messer does. But I could try it. Yeah, I could definitely try it. I'm doing more tutorial videos on Linux, for sure. That stuff is coming up. Professor Messer goes so slow. Well, the cool thing about YouTube is that you could speed up the video. So if he goes too slow for you, you know, just make him like 2 times speed. That'd probably be way too fast, but yeah, I think you should you'd at least be able to do like 1.5 or so. That's what I do on all of the training videos that I go through. I don't think I never watch a training video at normal speed. If I don't understand something because it went too fast, I'll just go back, you know, really listen to it again. But it's highly unlikely. You know, a lot of stuff I'd listen at like 1.5 speed. But yeah, it definitely makes your learning experience a little bit better, in my opinion, because some of the stuff they do go really slow, and it drives me insane. And it's funny if I like switch computers or something, and I start watching a video and it starts playing normal speed, and I realize like how completely slow some of these people talk and get to the point. So if like these training companies did not provide a function to make the video run faster, they would not be in business. I guarantee it, because that stuff's, oh man, it's dreadful. It's great material though. I don't want to say like it's not good material, because it's absolutely amazing material when you're able to speed it up. You want a you want a video on VMware certs? I will be getting there at some point. I'm trying not to skip around too much, but you know, my plan is I'm gonna cover a lot of things. We have a lot of big plans in the works right now. So, trying to make things better, trying to make things more enjoyable, trying to give you guys as much information as I possibly can. So, there's a lot to cover, guys. VMware is definitely one of them, because I enjoy VMware. Yeah, McKay Cox, definitely, dude. Speed that stuff up. Yeah, Professor Messer definitely knows his stuff. That's one guy that I definitely look up to because he's very knowledgeable about the CompTIA stuff. Uh, Congratulations on getting your first help desk job today. That's awesome. And you are welcome for all the work that I put into the channel. I do appreciate that. I try to do a lot. Since I started doing this full time, I really have been putting a lot of work in behind the scenes to um, develop a lot of different things, and a lot of that stuff isn't out yet, and it's frustrating me for sure because I want to have it out there, but um, there's a couple things I have to work out with that, and it's all exciting. It's all fun. You guys will be seeing a lot of new stuff coming soon, which again I'm excited about. But you guys have seen like the different series. Obviously, like this is part of the different series and stuff that I'm doing. So hope you guys do enjoy that. And I love hearing these comments or seeing comments and stuff when you guys thank me. And I'm not trying to encourage you to thank me right now. So please don't like flood the chat with thank yous. It's not what this is about. But it's definitely exciting. Throughout the day, like I'll get different comments on videos and somebody's thanking me about something, and that's why I do this. That's why I do this channel, is because I want to help people. And if somebody says thank you to me, it's like, okay, they actually acknowledge the fact that I did a video that helped them in some way. And that's why I do it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm out on the YouTubes. It's just so I can help people. And I might not have all of the answers, but I'm always trying to find the people that do have those answers. Last Friday, I did a video with Paul Asadorian from Security Weekly. Talked about that in another video last week. But that was a lot of fun. Like, that guy is super smart, and he has a lot of insight into the field. So that's going to be a good video. How's the job market in IT in Chicago? It's good. There's lots of jobs out here. Let me probably run Indeed on here. Let's see. Indeed. We can put in information technology and Chicago. Let's see. I have to plug in this again. Gotta wait for this to pop up. There we go. All right, so information technology jobs in Chicago. You have, let's see, 9,700 full-time jobs in Chicago. Oh, actually, 7,214 jobs in Chicago, and then here's suburbs. So Oak Brook is like right next to Chicago. Deerfield's north. Downers Grove is like, I don't know, 15 minutes away. It's on the west side. Not west side, but it's in the west suburb. Arlington Heights is up north. But that's a lot of jobs. Like, that's just a lot of jobs in that area right here. Here's the salary. Here, there are, what, 5,000 jobs or so that pay over $100,000 a year. That's a lot of jobs in this area that pay over $100,000 a year. That's crazy to think about. No, not that. There we go. So yeah, the job market is pretty good in Chicago. Can't wait for the Linux videos. I can't wait for the Linux videos either. I'm excited about those. And providing empowerment, no certs, no experience, just grew up with parents in the field, so you're able to gain experience that way, and now you're working help desk. So that I love to hear stuff like that, because it just goes to show that sometimes with just a little bit of know-how, maybe some customer service skills and things like that, knowing what you're actually doing, you can get places. Recommend using a recruiter. If you cannot get a job, if you are having a really hard time finding a job, I would recommend a job recruiter all the time, 100% of the time. But definitely do the work and, fill out resumes everywhere, or send your resume in everywhere. Fill out those applications and anywhere that you can find before you go to a recruiter. I'm not saying that recruiters are bad. I've worked with recruiters before. Had a great experience. Some people don't have a good experience, but some people don't have a good experience at a job that they go to in general. There's lots of people that have bad experiences in a lot of different, areas of life. Shadow Tat, you say you just started watching me and others right before you did your search for a cert school. Good deal, bro. It was through T-Tech that you were able to get the job? Let's see, Ruben Corell. Recently got your Linux Plus and it came with the LPIC 1, which are your first search, but you want to get more. Should you go for Linux like the LPIC 2 and Red Hat, or go for the A+, Security Plus, and Network Plus? Well, Ruben, that really depends on what you want to do. It seems like you want to get into Linux, so I would keep going down that Linux path. I would probably steer away from, the Network Plus for right now and the A+. But it really depends on what fundamental knowledge that you know. If you do not have a lot of fundamental knowledge of how different computer systems and stuff like that work, then the A+ is a good one. But definitely keep that Security Plus high on your list. That's what I'm ultimately getting at, is that Security Plus you need to keep really high up there. That's an important one. Your 15 minutes from Oak Brook helped you get a job. Well, I'm like, let's see, an hour and a half from Oak Brook, so I don't know, man. Hit up Tech Systems or Sentinel Technologies right over there in Downers Grove. Hit those guys up. I worked at Elmhurst School District for almost a year, like 5 years ago or something. A long time ago. Worked for Elmhurst School District. That was the biggest freaking school I had ever been through. The hallway at that school, I swear, had to be a quarter-mile long. And their entire high school had 3,300 kids. And I came from a school before that, working in their IT department, where the entire school district, so 6 different schools, had a total of 3,300 kids. And then I went to Elmhurst High School, and they had, from freshman to senior, 3,300 kids in one building. Blew my mind. That place had 3 gymnasiums. It's ridiculous. But anyway. Let's see. This was last April when you started school at May 1st. You're killing it. Yeah, Junior Shepherd for a limited time CompTIA does have their beta exam for $50. It was actually something I was thinking about doing, but I haven't finished the course that I've been doing for Linux, and I don't want to get ahead of myself because I'm so new to it. And I will probably run out of time and not make that special. But that's why I'm planning tomorrow to knock out a lot of time to get through that course, because I would really, really love to go get my Linux Plus. I think it would be fun to do. You're in Glendale Heights. Yeah, York is huge. It's crazy. It blew my mind. And I'm originally from Tinley Park, so south suburbs. The Tinley Park High School, I could not tell you how many kids were in that school. It seemed like a lot, but probably wasn't. Yeah, I'm a south suburber, and now I live out in the far west suburbs, like 2 hours away from Chicago, in the middle of nowhere. If I drive 5 minutes in any direction from my current location, I will run into a cornfield. So, like, let's say 5 miles in any direction, I will be in a cornfield. Landon, you got your A plus this week. You felt like it was just a need for random clients with freelance work. You kept being asked if I had one, so you did the A plus. So yeah, the A plus though, like, so many people want you to have that, and I don't know, for whatever reason, like, so many people like flame on the A plus certification, like it's a POS certification or something. It's not. It You're going to learn so many different fundamentals from that. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up here and talk at the same time. And clearly, I can't type and talk at the same time. Um, yeah, there's so much that you're going to learn from that. And yeah, here, I'm pulling it up right here. Here are the amount of jobs posted right now. They're asking for the A plus certification. So 6,500 full-time jobs are seeking somebody with their A plus certification. Now that's across the world. Say we wanted to do Chicago. How many full-time jobs? 126 full-time jobs. 90 alone in Chicago that are asking for the A plus certification. It's a wanted certification. If you're looking to get into the field, go get it. This makes me unhappy though. That I don't like seeing. I have a video that I'm putting together that is called I'm calling it the toxic truth behind help desk, because of this right here. $13 an hour. Nobody, IT networking support technician, should not be making $13 an hour. And I'm going to go into a lot of detail in that video that I'm putting together on why that is a bunch of crap, and how, in all reality, like, we did that to ourselves. Like, we created that $13 an hour networking support technician job. We made that happen. And that's like the toxic truth behind it. But again, we'll go into more detail about it, because it's really something that interests me. No, no, no. There we go. I need to learn these buttons. So, my bad. You run into mountains on a 30-minute drive. See, I'm totally jealous of that. When I went to Vegas, I wish I could have got out more and looked, like, actually saw some of the mountains and stuff like that, like, a lot closer. Because that stuff was cool. Like, it was cool to be, like, surrounded by mountains. Junior Shepherd encourages anyone learning server administration, Active Directory stuff to build a virtual lab. I agree 100%. I actually have a few videos where I've talked about virtualizing Server 2016 and setting up, a Server 2016 instance as a domain controller, as your Active Directory server, and things like that. I want to do more of those, and I have not had the time. I really do apologize for that, because I enjoy that stuff, but I can't throw too much on my plate right now. So one day we'll have more stuff on that. Shadow's Hat just interviewed for a field network engineer job. You had to have the A plus to apply. See, there's a perfect example right there. Joseph O, should you read textbooks or watch videos on learning IT? Which one do you enjoy the most? Which one do you think will help you retain that information and help you understand that information? That's the one you pick. You're welcome, Mr. Mystery. Landon V, it seems like an average for most states. Yeah, it's definitely something you see with that range of pay. Very upsetting. Thoughts on WGU? What are you referring to specifically? You knew someone making $12 an hour in help desk. I've known people who have made less than that, much less, and I'm going to talk about that at some point too. I get so fired up about some of this stuff, and I can't talk about it now because I have a video for it that I'm putting together. You just got back from Vegas. I'm so jealous. I want to go back to Vegas so bad. I keep telling the wife that. I'm like, we're going back. Or she didn't come with, but next time I go, I'm like, you're coming with me. We are going. I have to see more of this place because it was so interesting to me. I seriously probably had like one of the best times of my entire life being out in Vegas and just experiencing everything out there. And being at Black Hat too, of course. Like that was a lot of fun. But just experiencing Las Vegas was crazy. And winning $1,000 on a 3-card poker hand. That was pretty cool too. Can't lie. Junior Shepherd, you made $13.25 at your first network tech job. Severely underpaid, for sure. I went to go see Journey and delivered out there for that's awesome. Did they play some Jukebox Hero? Or, no, that's not. No, who is that? Is that? Wait. Who does that? Foreigner. My bad. See, this stuff's a little bit before my time. Landon V just got VMware to attempt the nesting. VirtualBox won't allow nested VMs. Yeah. There's some things that you'll run into that VirtualBox just won't do, and VMware is always going to be the best choice that you can go with. But I like to do things different. I've used VMware for like the last 5 years of being in my career. Like today, we're using VMware. Well, vSphere. He has a gaming degree from Dubai, but couldn't find a job in the area, so he took that help desk job. Yeah, that sucks, man. I hate hearing stuff like that. I may have to look into your question more, Yoda. Mr. Mystery, so if you take self-taught route, how do I prove to your future employer that I'm worthy over a CS degree person? You get certifications. That's what you do. Also, do I accept donations? I have Super Chat enabled. I don't know why it's, I thought I could put something in there. Apparently I can send myself a Super Chat. I don't know why I'd want to send myself a Super Chat. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you can donate through Super Chat if you would like. It's not required. So, that's that. And that's also all that I have for you guys tonight because it is past midnight here and I'm going to be getting to the point where I will just fumble every single word that I say and screw up. So, no bueno on my end. So thank you guys who have stuck around for a majority of this live stream, and thank you if you've just joined, and I apologize that I'm leaving already. Hopefully we'll do this again soon. I'm trying to plan out at least a live stream every single week. I really do enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy interacting and talking with all of you. It's always fun for me. I love hearing about the different things that everybody's doing. You know, it's always so interesting to hear the different paths that you guys are looking to take or thinking about taking. And I love to help in any way that I can. So if I can help, I'm always going to be here. That's what this channel is all about, helping. And then, of course, like you guys have been so much help, not only to me, but to other people who come to this channel. and that is huge for me. Like I greatly appreciate that, especially like during the live streams when somebody asks a question and somebody can give them you know, their experience or their advice, and it's spot on. So we're going to start planning out the live stream, Sam, where, you know, we'll have a set day for it. I'm really trying to figure out what the best day of the week is going to be for me, or weekend, but weekend might not work for a lot of people. So we're trying to figure it out. It's that's a work in progress. So until then, we might have sporadic live streams, or, you know, kind of last minute where you might have a couple hour notice or something like that. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for watching, and of course, as always, take it easy.